Regarding Sabo, I think like technically like Kuma and Ivan are the left and right hand man. But Sabo is like a chief of staff of the Revolutionary Army.
Executive officer.
Oh, so he's not really number 2. Is he really number 2?
I have no idea.
So like, if Luffy is the main guy, right? Luffy is dragon.
Yep.
Okay.
Left and right hand man, Zoro and Sanji.
Yes.
Right? Or Sanji, Zoro in that order, right?
Yep. So Chopper is chief of staff.
Yeah, Sabo's ass. Sabo's ass.
That's tough.
Second in command? No way. I think second in command is right hand man, right?
I think second in command should be right hand
like
man.
Rayleigh is to Roger, right?
Yeah.
That's second in command.
Third is your left hand, is Gaban.
Scupper Gaban.
Yeah. And then
fourth
fourth is
Caracas.
Kozuki Odin.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Kozuki Odin's got a beast, though.
No, but he's rental.
Oh, that's true.
He's Renta Odin.
Renta Odin, yeah.
Renta Odin.
Yeah.
Mercenary, please. Give him a better title.
Yeah, they borrowed him. Yeah, the student loans. The student loan Odin. 21% APR Odin.
That's crazy.
That's tough. That's tough. Who's he paying that out to?
Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Whitebeard. That's how they could convince Whitebeard
Yeah.
to lend him out. It's just
This makes sense.
it's just good business model by Whitebeard Pirates.
Yeah, but actually,
Yeah, that's just a good business model.
who put that deal together?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? You are listening to X3 Drop. I'm Xell.
And I'm Ducky.
And today we have a very special guest. We have Yonas on the pod.
The goat.
From the streets of Arizona.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know they had such a goat population over there, you know?
They don't.
He's an invasive species. He's invasive. Yeah.
You want to introduce yourself to the listeners?
I'm Yonas. I play way too much One Piece.
I don't know. Is that even true? I hear nowadays
I've been falling off.
You know
I'll
what I mean?
admit. Yeah, but I am the first One Piece national champion. I will forever have that title.
Yes.
And other than that, just been grinding a lot, and I'm just glad to be here. Mostly just playing Riftbound, honestly, but also wanted to see you guys and hang out.
Yeah. Too much One Piece would indicate that like the results don't pay for them. You know what I mean? Like if I was playing too much One Piece, it'd be like I'm playing a lot of One Piece and I'm ass, right?
Yeah.
That guy
That
plays
guy's
too
playing
much
too
One
much
Piece.
One Piece.
Yeah.
If you're playing One Piece and you're
And
good,
the first
and
national
you're-
champion.
Yeah, and you're that
you played
guy.
enough One Piece.
Yeah. No, the statement is I play One Piece.
Yeah.
I play One Piece.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the podcast. Before we get started, do we want to start with a little comment of the week?
I got a comment of the week from our old friend here. If I can find it again, I kind of lost it for a second. MJ Henriquez. You remember MJ Henriquez?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
That's tough.
I'm sorry, MJ Henriquez.
MJ Henriquez, that's tough for you. 4 days ago, he said, "Hi guys, my hot take. Based on what we know so far of OP14, I don't think Law is going to be OP or meta. If I'm wrong, I'll join the Costco Glizzy challenge."
We want video proof.
Yeah. If you're wrong and Law is broken, I need to see the video.
Yeah.
I need to see the twit longer. I need everything. Following that, there's a second part of this.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of just like a blurb. Follow that with question of the week here. Which One Piece character would you like to see as a leader? For me, it'd be 2 life leader Brook with an effect that activates when you reach 0 life, like Enel or something like that.
Okay.
So which One Piece character would you like to see as a leader? I think Brook is a great choice because we haven't seen a Brook leader.
That's true.
Of the Straw Hats.
Yeah, him and Franke.
Yeah, we haven't seen Franke.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Brook. We've seen Nami already.
We've seen the rest of the crew.
We've seen 2 Namis. We've seen 2 Zoros, 17 Luffys.
14. Get it right.
I'm sorry. We've seen 14 Derricks. There are like 2.5 Sanjis.
We have 2 Jinbeis now.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's true.
2 James.
We had 2 Jinbeis before we got a Frankie. That's crazy.
What if it's foreshadowing? What if like one of the Straw Hats is going to betray?
Yeah.
Oh, Frankie and Brook die. They just die. Wait, the designers would be cooking with that one.
That would be awesome.
They'd be
That'd be
cooking
crazy.
with that one. If they betray, then both those, it would be a dual leader. Brook, Frankie leader, they're black, mono black.
That would be sick.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. So, how about for you? What is the leader that you would want?
For me, I kind of want an update to Magellan.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
You know, because I think
love Magellan.
Because I think Magellan is a great character. Like canonically very powerful, right? Like stupid powerful. But the first run of the Magellan leader, I think, is super outdated now. Not to mention he's going to be rotated out. What set is he from?
Set 3.
Set 3. So he's block 1. So he's
gone.
First to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would love to see an updated Magellan. Power creep Magellan. Mess with your opponent's Dawn Magellan leader.
Ooh, that would be
yeah.
cool.
You know what
Emu
I mean?
is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Emu is dead. Yeah, that's
Was it
Like-
Magellan versus Emu matchup? Run it. Come
5
on.
cost Magellan already does wonders in that matchup.
Yeah.
If your whole leader is just like, you never get your 10 done.
You know,
Bye-bye, Emu.
in this sea of Emu, Ace, Zoro, Roger promo got delayed. Make purple great again. You know what I mean? Run the purple Magellan. Run it back, but make it broken.
Okay. So Magellan for you. How about you? What
All
is
right. I also want to make purple great again, obviously.
Yes, my guy.
But I'm much more of a working man's kind of guy. I want Iceberg to be remodeled and be way more broken.
Rerun the iceberg?
Yeah, that leader is so fun. I
Yeah.
actually played him a ton when he got printed, but
Yeah.
he's just so bad.
I have a really good friend of mine who's like super casual at One Piece, and he has the max rarity iceberg deck. And
for whatever that means?
Yeah, he only plays iceberg, and then he was like, okay, I'm only gonna play this game again once they re-release iceberg support. And then what card was it that like nullifies your leader? Roger, 10 cost Roger, like nullifies your leader barely. I was like, technically that's iceberg support.
Mm-hmm.
Your guy can swing now.
5K. Very, very good support.
Yeah,
That gives +2 to your leader. You gotta swing 7.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Activate the stage, ramp up, we keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just
I
get
told
the Dom
you,
back.
it's
You can
not
chain
bad.
the Rogers together.
Yeah, the mouse on his shoulder got hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What would his new updated effect be like?
That is a real tough question. So
Water 7. He's Water 7, obviously.
100%.
Okay.
I want him to attack, but I also understand why he doesn't attack. But he needs to be a 6K base if he doesn't attack.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Give him some more defensive.
We
Yeah,
need
yeah,
some
yeah.
defensive options.
Monocolor or dual color?
Ooh, wait. Is there any non-purple Water 7 cards right now?
Non-purple Water 7 cards.
There might be some black cards.
ones. There's gotta be black
I think there's
ones.
black water
Like
7 cards.
Spandems or whatever
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing?
I think those
Okay.
guys.
Or maybe
That's tough.
maybe like the sisters. What, Frankie's sisters? You know,
Frankie has siblings?
they're not like his. It's like his family.
his,
They have like
family.
the long
Yeah,
nose.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. God, Water
They also
7
have the
so long
stars
ago.
on them. I forgot what
Yeah,
that whole
yeah.
gang is called.
Yeah.
Is it like
It's like his gang.
Yeah.
yeah. And then like he's got like henchmen. He's like, yeah, boss, yeah. For some reason, the henchmen are always yes men. They're your boss says something crazy, something outlandish. Yeah, boss, yeah. And then you start chiming in. You start chiming. Yeah, get him. And then your boss goes, man, shut up. Oh, yeah, boss, yeah.
it's Buggy? That's Buggy.
Wait, what does he need to do? I think. What should he do? Just restand Dawn? It sounds broken. Average purple effect.
Yeah.
Restand Dawn is now green. Green has taken our identity as Restand Dawn.
Okay. Purple is the OG of taking other colors' identity.
Oh, that's
Oh,
facts.
that's
That's
facts.
facts.
Like,
because purple didn't have one.
Yeah.
They didn't really have one back then.
Yeah.
Purple was like, put Dawn -1 on that.
Yeah.
Put it on that bad boy.
Yeah,
And we're
yeah.
like, yeah, you can do
That's
whatever you
purple,
want now.
Yeah.
So I think we could just go like Dawn -1 on tap 2 Dawn and just go like a lot more 6s. That's all I want to do.
Okay.
But we can also
Okay.
just put in more guys too as the same leader effect. But I want to be a 6K.
Mid-range Water 7 deck.
Mid-range
Yeah.
water.
Okay,
7.
okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
How about you, Jen?
Oh God, I actually don't even know.
You know what would be more fun is we've seen the dual leaders, right? We've seen Zoro Sanji. We've seen Ace Newgate. Is there any other ones?
And we have Zoro Sanji, Ace Newgate. I think that's it. Yeah, because we have characters like Kid and Killer, Beppo Law.
Yeah. Like, let's get some more tag teams.
That's good. Yeah.
That would be sick.
Oh, you know what? I just said it. Beppo.
Beppo needs
leader?
one.
Beppo, yeah,
Beppo
Beppo
leader?
leader. I have no idea what he just buffs Utas because he's like Uta's #1 fan.
Oh, is that canonically like what that is? He's just a K-pop fan.
I'm not as sure if the film movies are canon.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a fan.
Yeah, he's
okay.
like
He's the number one
You've
fan.
seen the promo, right? Where he's got the big Uta
Oh,
thing
I have
behind.
seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
with
that's
the big
what
fans.
that
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's-
Beppo is just a big Uta fan.
Yeah, and the altar is Beppo with the light stick, the
Yeah.
Uta light stick.
Yeah. So you attach Don, all Utas get plus 2K or something. I don't know.
That's not bad. They printed some broken Uta cards.
Yeah. Make it green purple or something,
Yeah.
you know? And
or
then,
Beppo and Uta.
yeah. Oh,
Dual
Beppo and
leader,
Uta.
Beppo Uta dual leader. That's so
That would be
funny.
sick.
Yeah. Unlikely combination.
Yeah.
Strike and special come together.
Oh, yeah.
So
like
I don't
this.
know. I just like Beppo. I think he's so cute.
Yeah,
so.
Beppo is
We haven't
Beppo,
really seen much of him, to be honest.
Is he
but-
Law's right-hand man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. He is for sure.
He's the first mate.
He's the
Yeah.
first mate.
Who's second?
They don't matter. Maybe Sachi Penguin. They're probably
Shachi,
up there.
Penguin, but I don't know which one. Who comes
Yeah,
first?
who comes first?
There's a
Shachi
name
or the
high.
Penguin?
No one says Penguin Sachi, right? No one.
Yeah, fuck penguin. Nobody called the penguin. They say Shachi.
They say Shachi
Yeah.
first. That's true. Okay. Yeah, tough
Yep.
for Penguin, but yeah,
Yeah.
Sachi third man.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Shachi has a name. Penguin is just the character.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He wears the penguin. Shachi is it a seal?
I don't know
What
what
is
Sachi. Shachi.
They're not both penguins.
That'd be very funny. One's just penguin in English and one's penguin in Japanese.
Oh, that would be sick. Yeah. It's kind of like a white, what is it? White beard? Where he doesn't have a beard, but the Japanese word for beard is just facial hair. So it still checks out. It still makes sense.
Math is math.
Yeah.
Oh, killer whale. Shachi.
Oh, he's a killer. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Keith Ape.
Underwater
The only guy who can say killer whale 4 times and it's beast.
And it's just
Honestly.
just a banger. Okay, yeah. So that's the answer. Oh, the first part was about Red Law. What do you think? Red Law believer? Yes,
Red
no?
Law good?
Okay, so I saw this on Twitter a while ago, and the interaction between Law Leader Effect and Red Hawk is diabolically bad. Because like the Law Leader Effect switches the power of 2 units. So you just made your 8K body into a 1K and turned your 1K into an 8K. And if they Red Hawk that, they kill your originally big guy.
Oh. Wait, that is actually diabolical.
I'm unimpressed.
But who's going to be running Red Hawk?
Yeah,
though, is
who's
the
playing
question.
It's the Law Mirror, obviously.
That's the law mirror.
All I'm saying, MJ Henriquez, is get the glizzies ready, bro.
Yeah.
Get the
Yeah.
glizzies ready. Wait, actually, no. He's saying that it's not going to be good. So I think he's safe from the glizzies.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I just like don't think that leader. It's fine on paper. I think that leader is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good it's gonna be in the face of our Fishman Karate.
Have you guys seen the first OP14 event that happened this last weekend?
I have not.
This weekend.
Is there a
saw
lot
just
of law?
The
So
most
zero
So
law, I
in
think.
Top Cut, the most popular new deck was I think Mihawk.
Mihawk.
Mihawk
Yeah.
for sure. I think Mihawk is the strongest.
Yep. And then there was a decent Boa representation as well. And then there was also a Dofi in top 4.
Purple
There was,
Dofi.
there was
Purple
like one
Dofi.
of a
Yeah.
ton of different blue decks.
No
essentially.
James.
There was James.
Oh,
Jinbei
a lot
was
of
also
James?
there.
I don't think he was in Top Cut, but he was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was in like top.
Damn, no top cut is tough.
Blue Purple Sanji made it.
Oh, blue purple Sanji. Oh no,
That's
Sanji.
tough.
Oh, yeah, blue
wait,
purple
wait,
Sanji did
Sanji has
make
a
it.
lot of leaders. Blue green Sanji. I forgot about blue purple Sanji.
Did we
Red
really consider
Sanji.
blue green Sanji a leader?
Yeah, that's a leader, bro.
Is it really?
And it's 3, and then 0.5 is Zoro Sanji. 3.5.
3.5.
leaders.
The
3.5
math
leaders.
checks out.
That's a lot of Sanji. And
Yeah.
0 Brook?
It's a travesty.
0 Frankie?
Honestly, Frankie deserves it. I don't know. I'm not a big Brook guy, so
I'm also not that big of a Brook guy,
yeah.
but
But
I don't
Frankie
know.
deserves it.
Is a hot take. Jonas, do you use Straw Hat Dawn?
I do not.
Okay. What Dawn do you use? What's your Dawn of choice? Don't
just
say
use-
World. Don't say World's Dawn, or I'm going to punch you. I swear to God. I swear to God, if you say I use the Championship World Dawn, English, baby, I'm gonna.
Hashtag sponsored. But right now I'm using the black and gold Don that you get for participation.
Oh, black and gold. Okay.
If I spent money on it, I would get the golden L Don because I just love it now. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
I mean, that's
sure.
your guy.
he's
Yeah.
That's
he's my
your
guy.
That's
Yeah.
your guy. So where was I going with this?
Is it Brook? Brook Don's goated, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say out of the Straw Hat Dawn, I think everyone's favorite is like always the Namidon or the Chopper
Or Zoro.
The Zoro right?
one
It's like,
is sick.
or maybe even Robin. People really like the Robin one.
Yep.
So it's like those 4. I think the Brook one is gorgeous. The Brook Dawn is so good.
I like the little notes in the thing.
Also, the silver color is just really tasteful. Black and silver?
Yep.
That's just tasteful. That's good old classic fun. You know what I mean?
That's clean living right there.
Yeah. Speaking from the monochrome man himself,
I'm wearing a lot of colors right now.
it's black and white, bro.
Gray.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Yeah.
That's it. They haven't printed a 3-color leader yet.
He forgot color in his printer. It's fine.
I'm like a 70s photo.
Yeah.
Is it 70? When did they develop color for photos?
I'm pretty sure it was before 70.
It was before 70?
I'm pretty sure.
The 40s. The film from the 40s.
40s. Yeah, now
40s
I think
photo?
we're closer. I think we're closer.
Yeah.
When was photography developed?
Like a long time
Yeah,
ago.
Like
I think it
really
was
long?
late 1800s.
Yeah, 1800s.
1800. Then before 1800, where's drawn pictures?
Yeah, just really good art.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Xell Arts.
Xell Arts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drawn.
If I went back in time,
You're just in the caves, like carving stuff into the walls.
all the cavemen are so confused. They're like, what is this guy doing?
This guy's about to summon a demon. What's going on here? Yeah.
And then Genghis Khan happened.
Yeah. You summoned Genghis Khan.
I summoned him.
You
Yeah.
summoned
I
Genghis.
started it. I
Yeah.
started Genghis Khan.
Damn.
I didn't know you were a sorcery guy, just
Yeah.
like making all these weird voodoo things happen.
Yeah, that's kind of my on brand for me. Xell voodoos.
I told Xell, I was like, dude, if we were in like a hunter gatherer society, like what would your role be, right? And he was like, he was thinking about it. He's like, dude, honestly, I'm kind of useless. But I was like, I told him, I think you'd be like the voodoo witch doctor, like just somebody. Effectively a scam artist is really what that is.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I just do a lot of I throw it back in the middle of the crowd. And I'm like, yeah, I'm healing you right now.
Yeah. You got a frog in one hand. You're just dancing.
You'll feel better. I
Yeah.
promise. I promise. Just throwing it back.
Peak
That's my
courtesan
job.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I cannot hunt and I cannot gather. I'm allergic to the outside world.
Yeah, you can't do either of those
Yeah,
things.
I'm functionally so useless in that
And the
society.
name of the society is both those. It's just two things.
You can't even eat me for meat. You know, like
we could.
it's bad meat. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Yeah, too much Coke Zero.
Speaking of feeling useless, Jen asked me a question last
Yeah.
week that's been haunting me.
Okay.
Okay, we're having dinner after Vegas after we just scrubbed out.
Yeah.
And Jen asks, aside from like card games, what are you or what have you been like the close to being professional at?
Ooh.
And I've been thinking about it for the past week. Aside from school and card games, I have got nothing going for me.
If I'm going to be honest, though, I actually think that's a pretty good sign of somebody who is what's the jack of all trades.
Yep, master of none.
Yeah, what is the opposite of that?
Master of that trade.
Master of that trade, jack of none.
He jacks it, man.
This guy
Laser
is clean.
focus.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting that free spunk.
Yeah. No, not November, baby.
Except every month. January, February. I think that's a good sign. That's a great sign.
Yeah, honestly.
I'd rather be that. I think I'd rather be really proficient at like 1 to 2 things than like kind of decent at like a lot of things.
He's just flaming me outright.
But he's great at a lot of things.
Yeah, he's at minimum king. Like he's not a jack of all trades; he's like a king of all trades.
Yeah,
so he's chilling.
I'll give you queen maybe.
9 of clubs on a good day, you know?
I'll give you diamonds, bro.
Yeah.
Diamonds at
Oh,
least.
thanks,
Diamonds.
man. 9 of diamonds. Yeah.
It was one time when we were done filming, I was walking out. He shut the door behind him. All I heard,
Always be practicing, bro.
I was like, that's guy. You feel the vibrations from the parking lot. Jesus.
Where were we going with all this?
Yonas was talking about, yeah.
Okay, because like, I think it would be the fact that you are such a good card game player. I don't know about your school accolades. I mean, you'll have to send in your resume later to us, and we'll verify on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the fact that you're so good at card game, that's a good thing, right? Like that.
And not to mention, it's not just one card game. It's multiple
Yes.
card games, right? Like you have that under your belt. You got a utility belt. There's Riftbound here. We got One Piece here. We got Pokemon here.
Hearthstone.
Fuck Yu-Gi-Oh! It's Yu-Gi-Oh! That's your side. We don't play that.
We'll wait for Riftbound until after Houston. Fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I believe. I think that you've got like such a great mind for it that I think I think that's perfectly fine. I think it's better than being like, oh, like for a year I got really into welding and then I got into woodworking and then it's better than that.
This episode is just sponsored by Josh flaming the hell out of me and my shitty Mongolian thing. Just you wait a couple weeks, man. I'm practicing. I'm gonna show you all.
You're gonna hit the brown note, and I'm just gonna shit everywhere.
Oh, that'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, so to move on and talk a little bit about what we're going to talk about today, because I don't think there's much of a reason to continue to hammer on OP13.
Yeah, I think there haven't really been too many new developments when it comes to OP13. We're still seeing Emu at the top, Ace at the top, Zoro sometimes.
Yeah.
Zoro if you're Richard Yam.
Yep.
Like, for some reason, I was talking with Miles earlier about Zoro because he was really torn today about playing Emu or Zoro. And I'm like, well, what are you playing at the LCQ? Or, not the LCQ, for Pasadena. He's like, oh, I'm playing Emu. I was like, well, then you should just keep playing Emu at this point. Like, learn the Emu lines,
100%.
Keep jamming Emu games. Because he almost played Zoro today. I was like, why? Why play Zoro? He's like, well, it just like feels easier sometimes. I was like, don't take the path of least resistance here, right? Like, unless you're Richard Yam, I don't know anybody else that can do it. Just like consistently with Zoro. That guy is so sick. I don't know how he does it every time.
You guys were talking about it the other day. The Zoro buff is crazy.
Yeah.
If you're an Asian guy named Richard playing Zoro, it's over.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not Asian, you're not Richard, get off that deck.
Yeah. Like
It's cultural appropriation.
Today there was a guy I played against at the Store Treasure Cup. Zoro, round 1. I was like, is your name Richard? He said no. Rolled the dice. I won. I don't know. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry. You should have said yes. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I might just play Zoro in Pasadena and just change my name to Richard.
Yeah. Wait, actually?
Richard Yonas Abraham.
Yeah.
RYA.
Yeah, I was thinking about if it was the other way around, it could just be Ray. Yeah,
Yeah.
RYA. Yeah, RYA. Yeah.
But yeah, so the actual meat of the topic I want to talk about today is the fact that we all came from different card games.
Yeah.
And we all came and started playing One Piece. And I think a lot of people, when they start playing One Piece or, they get like intermediate at it. And I feel like the number one thing I hear from people is like, oh, I'm bad at One Piece because of fundamentals. But what does fundamentals even mean? I think that's like something that like tons of people just kind of, it's just like become
It's like a blanket term.
yeah, just of things that I'm missing as a player, right?
Yeah.
And so I kind of want to get into your guys' head about like what fundamentals means to you and like maybe where you even like learned about fundamentals, whether it's from One Piece itself or like other card games, and like getting into our mindset about like how we play the game. So
I kind of want to start with Yonas. I kind of want to ask you what card games you came from first.
Yep. So like Jen, I just started with Magic.
Oh, okay. Longtime Magic player?
I started in like sophomore year of high school. So
Oh, okay. That's pretty long.
yeah, like 14 years ago.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
million years. I was horrendous most of my time playing Magic.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe this in like an easy way or a not self-deprecating way, but I just wanted to make every game always be just hyper long, degenerate, super grindy game. And that's all I ever wanted to do.
That's crazy. You went to time in a game where the format is BO3?
Okay. Give me some grace. I play very fast.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I am John JCM level playing a fast. So
Oh, okay,
I'll
true.
just be fast.
Okay.
There was one time where we were at Eggman's place and we were just like testing out games. These guys, it was JCM and Yonas just like putting test games. It was like a flurry of cardboard and like a hurricane came in. It was like, what just happened?
It's like what's that meme? It's like two chess grandmasters. They're just like looking at the board. They're just like staring at it. and then they shake each other's hands.
Yeah,
good game.
Well played.
Yeah, good game. You're like, what happened? They didn't even move the pieces. Yeah.
In this case, the pieces were flying around.
It's a very intimate mind meld. We were just talking to each other. Game was over. Next day.
Yeah. Okay, so you started with Magic.
Yeah, I started with Magic, and honestly, like growth was very, very slow. After playing for like mostly control decks throughout the entirety, I eventually kind of leaned a little bit more towards aggro decks because I just like whenever I won with a control deck, what happened was, oh, I only won because my opponent punted, and here's how they punted. And I was like, what if I just become the guy who just doesn't punt, playing the aggro deck? Life is good. So I started playing like a lot of. I'm not sure if you played like Mardu vehicles, like that kind of stuff.
I was not playing it in that format. Yeah,
but I played a lot of like relatively good aggro decks and did play pretty well. Never like to like the Pro Tour, but like the right before there's like a qualifying event that I always used to go to, which was super fun. How I go to San Diego every couple months, which is super great. And then after a while, the game kind of fell off for me, mostly just because when you try to qualify for the Pro Tour like 4 years in a row and keep failing, you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, it's like not meant to be kind of deal.
Yeah. But the one thing I learned the most in Magic that I think was the most useful is how to play in what I like to call garbage time. What I've been referring to as games that just don't go to script. Like there's a lot of games that you're just like, oh, ideally you play this, and then we kind of our cards kind of line up and match into each other, and we're left with the aftermath. But a lot of times people just miss on cards.
Sure.
And trying to figure out what you're supposed to do when you have a different hand is like very, very unintuitive. And you just need a very firm understanding of like what your role is in the matchup and how you want to navigate things.
Yeah, I feel like that is kind of an example of that nowadays in modern One Piece is in the Ace Mirror when you guys putting each other. Straight garbage time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is garbage time.
Plans out the window.
Yeah. You guys are playing like you're
Jazz.
swinging 6 with Garp. Like you're doing weird stuff.
Yeah. But I think it's like a super important skill. It comes up in One Piece, but also in Magic less so because I think that a lot of times you just miss on something and you just die. But when you kind of force the game to just be not about what a game normally is about, your opponents a lot of times are just like have no idea what they're supposed to be doing and just try to get any sort of like exchange that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
But in terms of like a macro perspective, they don't really understand, oh, I'm supposed to be the person like trying to preserve my resources here or just trying to trade as much as possible. Mm-hmm. And that gets a little bit complicated in a lot of spots. So I forced every game in Magic whenever I could to just be about that and just hope they stumbled because I just felt more comfortable when the game was just brand new because I'm just like, I play so many games. I don't memorize lines. I'm just here to mess around and hopefully my cards do things great. Yeah. It didn't do great in Magic, but when I came into One Piece, like in the very beginning, about OP1, OP2, I feel like that skill set is what made me better at this game compared to something like Magic.
Sure.
Because I feel like when you try to do something weird in this game, sometimes your opponents have no idea what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, if your plan is just like swing with, and something that came up recently in a GP, I was playing GP Lucci in EB02. And that matchup feels kind of scripted. I'm not sure if you guys like played much of it, but like you play Zorojuro on 4 and then they kill it. And then you go Sanji putting Zorojuro and then they kill that and you move on. I had none of the Zorojuros in sight. So I went Nami on 1. And then on my 3-down turn, I went 5-5.
Yeah,
I'm just feeling good. Yeah. My opponent's like, my opponent's gonna play Sanji pudding on 5, and then I'll just ignore it. And then they played Kuzan, and I was just like, or they played the Boon rather, and I went 5 with Nami, 7 with lead on the turn after. He was like, all right, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna kill a Nami after it swung at me twice.
Yeah.
And you already know what I did the turn after.
Yeah.
I just kept going.
Just kept swinging.
Yeah.
This time 7 with Nami.
Yeah. My Lucci opponent was at 1. I wasted no cards.
Yeah.
I was chilling.
Yeah.
The third swing, he eventually attacked into it, so I understood.
Yeah.
But,
damn, this Nami got hands.
Yeah. But like, I think that game kind of highlights when you don't really have the resources, you kind of have to make things kind of unintuitive for people and really capitalize on it. And sometimes people make the right decision, like, oh, I should kill Nami because they did this kind of weird play. They didn't have any searchers or stages, so maybe I just want to like kill this just in case. But when they don't really deal with those niche scenarios, that things get really uncomfortable, and you can just like win with some of the most unplayable
totally
hands known to me. So.
Especially if they low roll a little bit and they're just like drawing a bunch of breaks and they have no counter.
Yep.
Eventually you're like, I've won games where I have the saddest lethal of all. It's like 6, 6, 7 lethal. They just die with 2
It's
life.
beautiful.
Yeah. They just die.
You've also been on the other side of that one.
I've been on the other side of that one too. That's tough. Yeah. But now I play Ace. So I turn my
bricks into 2Ks.
turn my wine into water, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm jealous of how many cards you guys have in your hand.
Yeah.
I'm also not jealous of pudding. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have flashbacks when that card's being played.
The pudding wars are
They're
terrifying.
so degenerate.
They're-
Every
yeah.
Ace mirror I've ever seen, I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah, I'm so happy Yonas mentioned garbage time because that is like straight up just what happens. in
Yeah,
the Ace
yeah.
mirror. It's just pudding, and then eventually sometimes like attach 2 down to pudding, 6 lead,
Yep.
and then just like, oh, I have to kill this pudding. Swing 6 in the pudding. You guard it,
Yeah.
and they're like, what do I do now?
Yeah, the game just becomes completely in flux at that
Yeah,
point.
it's
You're
so
just like,
crazy.
okay, whatever, man.
Yeah. But like those are also situations where like fundamentally understanding the macro and like what the game plan is maybe next turn or 2 turns from now will really like spin it in your favor, right? Like I
Yeah.
played I think 2 ace mirrors today, or I think 3 ace mirrors today where
There's
I lost
so many aces today.
I lost dice roll in all of them. I only lost 1 because I was able to just like capitalize on them, like kind of missing a step, maybe like missing a swing or like just slowly grinding cards out of their hand and still bouncing their Josus, still going Josu wars, right? And then like if they end up taking maybe like a 6 lead or something or a 7 lead, they just have run out of counter at this point. They take life. I'm like, okay, now Josu pudding is back on the table.
Yes.
Right. So it's like learning those kind of small niche scenarios of like when to push and when to pull.
Yeah. I think so. Kind of to piggyback off like the MTG train, like one of the most important pieces of content I've ever read in my card game career is a very famous article called "Who's the Beatdown." I'm sure you've heard of this.
Yeah.
It's like very, very famous among like competitive Magic players because
Yeah.
I think it like kind of what you were saying, just like understanding your role in every situation is like the key to winning card games. And I think that's like something that people get caught up in and like not understanding. And I think for One Piece, it gets a little tricky because like between each swing, that whose the beatdown can change.
It can
right?
change, totally.
Like, you start swinging and they start taking. Well, you're still the aggressor. You can really put the pressure on them and try to finish out the game. Or they counter, and you know what? Now we got to extend the game. Now we're no longer the beatdown. We want to force them to try to kill us. You know, so like that tug of war that happens in One Piece, I think initially was really hard for me to understand. Like, I've played quite a few different card games. Like I've played Magic, I've played Hearthstone, I've played the Runes of
Legends of
Runeterra.
Yeah.
And then
Which is very similar to Hearthstone, I would say. It's like pretty similar.
it's kind of its own thing, to be honest.
You
It's,
think
it's
so?
pre-
I
it's
thought
pretty,
it was really close.
Yeah, it's like it's a little weird though because you have interaction on your opponent's turn and like the thing passes around. I don't know. Anyways, so you know I've played a bunch of different card games and like I've always viewed the games in like a very strict like who has better card advantage, and then I base my decisions off of there. Like, oh, okay, their cards naturally are worth more cards, and then I just go like, okay, so I have to like find the tempo underneath their value or whatever, right? But coming to One Piece, I thought what was really strange is that like I had no understanding of like how cards like generate value sometimes, because like you play like a vanilla 4/6 and I'm like, okay, that's -1 card, but then it swings, and then if they take, now they're like up a card,
Yeah, they're
but
plus
like
a
down
card.
one.
Yeah.
But then if they counter but then if I counter to protect the card, now I'm like my calculation for who
Yeah.
situation is like
Nightmare.
really. So I was like, okay, this framework just doesn't work in this environment, and so I think like early on in One Piece, I was like so confused because like most other card games, I felt like guy who comes out and kills other guy, that's like amazing card, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously that card is goated. But then like the calculations were just so different in One Piece, and so but the thing that I kind of learned over time is just like One Piece as a game, I learned too, is just like every leader is like a version of tempo. There's like
Sure.
some kind of like fucked up because like no matter what the game state is, because your leader can always swing into your opponent's leader. Like you can't lock people out. And like in Magic, you can fully lock someone out. Like you don't. Like a control deck gets to a point where like the opponent just actually has no functional game like to play, and it's just about you killing them with your 1/1 over the course of like 20 turns, right? But in this game you don't. So like everyone is like a form of tempo. So understanding that and like understanding that again, push-pull between whether I'm the aggressor or my opponent's the aggressor. Like, that was like the big kind of like level up moment for me, and sort of how I think about the game now. So that's kind of where I came from.
That's kind of interesting because I think not all card games are created equal, right? Like the fundamentals that you'll learn from, say, like a Pokemon or a Yu-Gi-Oh are going to be a lot different from like a Magic or a Hearthstone. Like going into One Piece, right? It's going to be like a little different.
It depends on the format you play. So the nice thing about coming from Magic specifically is like you get the full gamut of card games, kind of,
right?
Because like you at the lowest power level, you have like the draft format.
Yeah.
Or sometimes if it's not cube, it's just like a regular old draft format. It's like you're trying to win with like 2/2s and like 3/3 on 3. You're like, oh, that's a pretty good card. It's limited. And that's like all card advantage, understanding. But then you get to the other side of things, vintage, right? Where you're playing Black Lotus, Soul Ring, these cards that like give you free mana on your turn, you know, and then the game becomes Pokemon, you know, like you die on turn 1. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. Turn 2, I play out a 9/9 or 7/7 lifelinker flying that draws me 7 cards whenever I lose 7 life. Like, it's like what just happened here? So I think one of the nice things about coming from Magic for me, anyways, is like I kind of see the whole gamut. So for Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, like I kind of understood what was important because when the power level is that high, like sequencing is like the number one like thing. So I guess like I was just piggybacking off of that, but like Magic really does give you like a really, really wide spectrum of like how play happens. Yeah,
like I feel like Magic is a really valuable resource to have as like a previous card game when it comes to learning card game fundamentals overall compared to like your Yu-Gi-Oh and your Pokemon, right? Like those games kind of feel a little bit like solitaire, a little, you know. Sometimes each player just gets to go off and do a trillion card actions. Whereas in One Piece, it's usually like searcher, pass, vanilla, pass, you know, like 5 lead or whatever, right? And then your hand card economy actually matters in One Piece because they have inherent value in like counter power, right? Not only are they playable cards, but you use them to protect your life. Or if you also use your life as a resource, it kind of like in Hearthstone. I think one of the fundamentals I learned from that particular game was using your life points as your health as just as a resource, right? Like drawing an extra card,
Warlock,
like by paying 2 life is so big. Or being able to poke ones with like rogue or druid and using your life as a resource in order to get ahead on board or make valuable trades, like that is such a big thing that people are kind of scared to do when you're like a newer Hearthstone player. You're like, well, I don't want to punch the 7/7 with my 1/1 dagger. But like, if you can make a value trade there, like you definitely make that trade and use your health as a resource. I think coming from Hearthstone, I think One Piece and Hearthstone are quite similar. Hearthstone doesn't really have the same sort of like card economy thing that One Piece does, where I'm very mindful about hand size. I've never had to ask anybody cards in hand, you know,
in Hearthstone,
you know,
you don't really care.
You don't really care. Also, it's like just on the screen. Like, I just look at it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. But like, if they have a lot of cards in hand, I'm like, I still don't care because they can't protect their stuff, right? You're just focusing on what the board state is, progressing the board state and making value trades that way. So I think coming into One Piece from a Hearthstone background, I kind of learned like the 2 key fundamentals that I kind of brought over were combat, because Hearthstone is like entirely combat centric, right? Things have attack points, things have health points, right? You just, as long as your guy has 1 health and they have to swing into it with a bigger unit, you're so up. That's just good value, right? And then just like One Piece where you get 2 Dawn a turn, you get mana a turn, right? You just play the big thing. You just match the number with the number of Dawn you have. That's usually the value play. You build your deck in a way where the 8 cost Ragnarok is better than 2 4 cost piloted treaders. That's just typically like the rule of thumb when it comes to that game. So those are like kind of the things that I brought over for sure. Like
Interesting.
Combat, and then I had to learn the card economy thing, but that's like pretty straightforward. I think is when people swing 2 over, you have to give them 2 cards. If they swing 4 over, you got to give them 3. They swing 1 over, you can give them 1, etc., etc.
Speaking on that, I think one of the weirdest things about One Piece, and it's kind of similar to that, is just how you can turn your Dawn into cards.
Yes, true.
Because like if you think about it, if your opponent has to counter, 2 Dawn is a card.
Yep.
And you get 10 every turn.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So thinking about like how you can use your Dawn to actually generate card advantage is like a very unintuitive thing. And in almost every other card game, you just curve out. You got cards.
Yeah.
You have eight Dawn.
Just be
play your
efficient.
drop.
Yeah. Curving out is typically just like a good rule of thumb.
Yep. But a lot of times in these very critical turns in the game, sometimes just like turning your 8 Dawn into just 4 cards out of your opponent or just killing some guys in the meantime is the best thing you possibly can do.
For sure.
And trying to figure out when that matters more versus not is like very weird.
Yeah.
And Magic we call it like mana sinks, like where you can use your extra mana that you kind of can't really use anymore in other ways. And that's a pretty like scarce thing in that game, but now it's just commonplace.
Yeah.
So now trying to use all those resources in nice ways is like a really interesting part about One Piece and why I fell in love with it, honestly.
Did you guys ever like? Was there anything you struggled with when you first came to One Piece?
When I first came, no.
Oh, okay.
No, like when I first,
Must be nice.
When I first came to One Piece, it was like super intuitive for me.
Oh,
I played Rebecca. That was my first One Piece deck, and it was like super intuitive for me. I'm just like, oh, you just play this thing. You play Orlumbus on 4. You shrink this. You pop this. Right? You just keep removing stuff. You just keep removing stuff, and then use my life as a resource. And eventually, I King Kong gun and I kill the guy. It's like playing a pretty like standard control hybrid deck that has like combo pieces. Kind of in Hearthstone. It's like playing like Malagos Druid or like Freeze Mage. It's kind of like that. You're just accruing the pieces and then like stifling their pressure at the same time. And then you just go from there, right?
Rebecca's probably the only control deck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That has existed in this game where like you're not attacking.
Yeah.
You're attacking board, I guess.
Yeah.
But that makes sense in terms of like having a first game.
Yeah. So that was like kind of a pretty simple transition for me. And then from there, I think
when you moved on to Purple Luffy,
I was just tired of going to time as Rebecca. So I was like, I've lost too much in time. So I was like, okay, I'm never playing this deck again. Like in OP5. Purple Luffy, mid-range ramp. I played a lot of Druid in Hearthstone. Seems good. Yeah, so I gotta take my life. Now I have more cards. Big for me. And I get a ramp one. So sick.
Purple Luffy is like the poster child of use life as a resource.
Yeah. So awesome. It's like a hybrid warlock druid.
Yeah.
It's so sick. Yeah.
Purple Luffy. I love that iteration of Purple Luffy. That's actually one of my favorite, like in a time capsule, one of my favorite decks.
Yeah, for sure. OP5 Purple Luffy, where you use leader ability on 4, you go 5 lead. If they take to 7, you play Law.
Got him.
Give me 2 cards, boy. Now everyone like counted. Like once they started learning, they're just like, counter. Sphinx.
Yeah.
4/6 vanilla was insane.
4/6 vanilla was beast. Yeah. There was a time where that 4/6 stayed on the board for a long time. You play Sphinx into Poly into Kaido. Well, the pipeline was crazy.
And then when Sokkas would just play a naked Kuzan on 4, and then you're like,
Game was over.
Yeah, it just felt so good.
That was the best. I miss the days when they would just play the Kuzan on 4 and pass. Oh, so sick.
Jesus.
Yeah, but then the Borsalina comes out, and you're like,
They started playing Porcelain.
5 lead. Please.
How about you? What was like the learning stuff with One Piece?
I always wanted to control the board excessively. I was playing like Black Smoker in the very beginning, and I was so good at clearing board and everything was completely done. And I was just, all right, I'm at 1 life. I got 5 cards in hand. We'll be fine. And then my Zoro opponent was just like 15 lead. Diablo Jambe 15 lead.
Oh, man.
And I was just like, what? I was just doing so good. I just killed other guys. Everything's fine. And I was like, oh, we have to deal with a leader. So it took me a while to like learn how to race.
Yeah.
Like it just feels so intuitive when all your cards are just like, I just gotta kill everything they're doing. But when you get more and more comfortable with like that deck, you're like, oh, we'll just play that starter deck 5-cost Smoker and start racing the crap out of people. It was like very insane. So like learning how to curve against decks and just seeing how that played out was like the thing that took the longest to get used to. But after I got used to it, it got pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like because early on I started the game on Yellow Katakuri. And that one was pretty...
I'm sorry for your loss.
It was a good time, honestly. I just sat there like, 7 lead. Whoop. Fun stuff. And then when you don't hit, you're like, oh, to hand. Aw.
Yeah. And then you play 10 Mom. I got another chance.
So I enjoyed the deck, but then the time that I felt like I was really, really learning was when I first played Red Green Law. And I was like, Oh man, I felt so out of my depth with that deck because like at the same time I had to learn so many fundamentals that I felt like were central to One Piece specifically. So like I had to learn how to cycle my deck properly, like understand like what my like how this search affects my next search and how many searches does it take to like get to the bottom and I start seeing the cards again. So like that was really kind of something that I had to first learn. It was just like remembering my deck. Again, from Magic, you can just write everything down. You can't do that in this game. Imagine if a red green law player back then could note take. You know,
turn one Nami takes 2 minutes.
Yeah. I have a kind of funny story about this. Is our friend Sean, who is known for playing Carrot nowadays, he used to play Blue Croc, and he played the Centamarus. So he play Centamaru and then search the Pacifista. But he would take 3.5 minutes to 5 minutes to just like find the Pacifista in his deck because he's looking at every single card in his deck so he knows what's in his life.
Yeah. But at first you're just kind of like,
you're like, what is taking this guy so long?
Bro?
He's like looking through his deck multiple
you
times.
You like look over it. I see the Pacifista.
Yeah, it's like right there. I see it. He's just like searching past it. He's like, I found it. We're like, I know what you did. Yeah.
Which not is very sneaky, but I respect it.
But it's like technically not against the rules to do that.
You should be doing that. Yeah.
Like every time because back then that was the only card that let you search your deck for a card. I don't think there was another card that let you do that.
Is there another one now?
It's the
search,
the limb artificial guy. Devil fruit guy.
Kurozumi.
Oh, that card's like set 1. No?
Yeah, that is set 1. So you could search it back then too.
Oh, okay. Well, but
the card was fake.
But nobody was playing it.
No one played it.
Nobody was playing it. Yeah. That was like kind of the only thing that people were doing back then.
Yeah. I'm first of all, I'm glad that One Piece doesn't have that many shuffling effects.
I'm so happy that they ended up not doing that. I really like the idea of like searching top 5 and then they go to the bottom and then using your stack as like another resource of its own. Like, oh, I know that I play 2 Rogers in my deck and I just bottomed 1 and I know exactly where it is. Can I get to the bottom of my deck? Can I afford to pitch the second Roger if it comes up if I know I'm going to get to the bottom, right? Like like playing that kind of like it's like tightrope walking a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I think that's very fun.
Yeah, so I think like that was like a skill that I learned through One Piece specifically.
Through
Red
Green Law.
Through Red Green Law. And then because I came from Katakuri, I was always so used to attaching Dawn to things and just swinging big, 7, 12, you know, like all this stuff. And then coming back to Red Green Law, and I was like, I didn't know you could just not attach Dawn. You can just swing 5s at people.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It's a joy that I learned later in life with Rayleigh, right? Like you just
go
6,
base.
5.
Yeah,
and
base everything.
And so like I kind of just like learned a lot of skills all at once with Red Green Law, and I think that was like very developmentally very good for me as a One Piece player to like find a different deck and see how that because Katakuri, that version of Katakuri especially, like there was not a lot of
thinking.
Is this
like set 4, set 3?
Yeah,
set 3 Katakuri?
Right as set 4 came out because that's when I played. Yeah,
that's probably why it's worst. I played Katakuri in set 4, but I was playing vanillas. I was playing 5/7 vanilla and 6/8 vanilla.
Yes,
in my deck.
yeah, you would. Yeah.
I love vanillas. I don't know if it's I love me some vanillas, dude. Vanillas
they need to make them
so
bigger
sick.
to make them playable again.
Yeah. Dude, there was a point in time. It was what set was it? It was when GP and UP Luffy were really dominant. What set was that?
I mean, 11? It must be 11.
After 11.
Yeah, it's probably just like 11. I played purple Luffy, and I played the 7/9 Jinbei. Jinbei, the vanilla Jinbei on 7. Yeah, because I was like, oh, it's a searchable 7/9. That's just a beater. It's an absolute beater that is better than at the time.
Were you playing that in the BY meta too?
Why do you want the 7/9 just to curve into your 9 mom without taking life?
Yeah.
Okay, I respect
it's
it.
just beast. It's just a 7/9. He just sits there forever.
That's some crazy aura farming by Jinbei.
Yeah, he just sits there forever.
Sits there, Jinbei.
He just goes 9 lead, 9 lead, 9 lead. They can't do anything about it. He's big as hell.
I'm probably boomer, but when you said 7/9 purple vanilla, I just thought of the sumo guy from set 1.
Oh,
Urashima. Yeah, he's my go.
I played him too. I also played that guy. Urashima played. I played Jinbei. But Jinbei is just a better Urashima because he's a straw hat.
Yeah, I know.
You just play that guy.
Sorry, Urashima.
Yeah, but 7/9 vanillas are my favorite. I love 7/9 vanillas. They're so sick.
It's like JCM. He loves 4/6 vanillas. He grew up on what was the 4/6 original? Oh, Frankie. right? He was
There
the
was
original?
Frankie, there was Luffy, and then there was Atmos.
Atmos.
Oh, Atmos.
And then
yeah.
this next set added Speedy Jill. That was the
Speedy Jill.
that was the extra one if you wanted to be a little
and they
spicy.
had the promo Speedy Jill too at
Yeah.
one point. Yeah,
And
if you
the-
want to be extra with it,
The Thatch was the bigger one. It was a 6'8".
6'8", yeah, he was goated. Yeah,
6'8" Thatch. Yeah.
dude. John's also a fellow vanilla enjoyer.
Yeah, I like me
He
some
when he
vanillas,
was
dude.
playing. What was it? There was one set that he wanted to play the 6'8", the Frankie Chopper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
like set 10.
I think it was for Shanks.
LP 10.
He was like,
Yeah.
oh, I need a good 6 drop. 6'8" vanilla.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm with you here, buddy. So I gave him all of my stamped Frankies. I gave him my 6'8" stamped Frankies. And
Go
then
do
he,
a crime,
yeah,
king.
and then he never played that deck again.
Yeah.
Looking to sell.
Yeah. Damn. I see it on Facebook Marketplace. My stamped Frankies.
Yeah.
Not like this.
That was probably one of the craziest crash outs I've ever seen in One Piece. Like,
It was sad. That was very sad
it was
for
not
him.
good. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I think every Shanks player was like that though.
Yeah.
I think that event, Nicky also played Shanks, and then he was
He
like,
did?
Yeah, he was like, never again. I'm never playing this deck again.
I'm waiting for his Green Zoro crash out. I'm just waiting for the day he also puts that deck down.
Is he still playing Green Zoro right
he
now?
might be still playing Green Zoro, right?
Next set, I promise you. He's off at this set, actually. OP13.
Yeah.
I'm gonna manifest it into the world.
I was gonna say, I think last saw him play was like Ace, maybe.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
even think he was playing Emu. I think
Oh,
he was just playing
really?
Ace. Yeah, for whatever reason. I don't know. He strikes me as a guy who would love to play Emu.
Nah. OP5, he refused to play Sakazuki.
But he ended up going to Sakazuki anyways.
In OP6,
Yeah.
but in OP5 for Nats, he played Red Green Law and top
That's
eight.
true.
Top,
Oh, that's
made
right.
top
I
eight.
remember
Yeah.
that. I remember
Yeah.
that.
He was a red.
He loves Law.
He was part of that like cabal of red green law, just like absolute. I don't know. Should we? I mean, he did well with it. So
Yeah,
truther, I
it's,
guess.
Nicky, Shane, Jansuko.
Jansuko, yeah.
It was basically those three just jerking each other off.
Actual just circle jerk.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, this deck is good, guys. this deck is good. Don't
Bounce
run.
here, restand Law. Bounce here, restand Law. Zoro, finally, come back.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And every set afterwards, we have to hear the same thing from Shane.
Every single set after that, OP6 is over.
Guys,
OP7
I
comes
think
out.
red green law is good.
I think Red Green Law is good.
They print Koshiro. He's like, we can protect our laws.
Yeah. Every single set, the guy goes, yeah, I've been playing Red Green Law, man. I think it's pretty good.
I think it's kind of good.
Every set, dude.
Yeah, without fail. It's just
Yeah,
like
even in OP13, you're just like,
I think
it's
red green law.
I think Red Green Law is good, man. I think Red Green Law could be very good. I was like, shut your ass. Play Emu. Just play
Just
Emu,
play
man.
Emu, man.
And now he's playing Emu. Yeah.
Makes sense. We can just make leaders smaller again. Laws in.
True. Yeah, leaders are just big. We're in the era of big leaders.
UP, GP, every other 6'8"
Ace.
leader known to man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to bring Ozempic back into One Piece, you know? We gotta slim people down, yeah. No more of the 7K, 6K stuff, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
We just need like a crossu that's just named GLP-1.
Yeah.
And then, you go, we got to bring back Ozempic One Piece. And then they print the 6 Life Luffy.
Yeah. Loki, that boy thick as hell,
Yeah,
no?
that boy is so big.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's kind of some of the stuff with One Piece.
And then we got the skinny fat guys like Red Black Sabo. He's a 5K, but he's a 4K. And then he becomes a 6K. That's skinny fat guy.
That's skinny fat.
Yeah.
Skinny fat,
That's a
yeah.
narrative,
Yeah.
whole narrative
Yeah.
right there.
That's
Loki,
a full bulk cut cycle.
in 1 liter, yeah. Each game is a bulk
Yeah,
cycle.
damn, yeah.
Life of
yeah.
a gym bro.
Yeah.
I'm at a deficit. I'm at a caloric surplus. Yeah.
Loki just getting juiced at that point, no?
man. Yeah. Just taking TRT at 3 Life.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was just I'm always curious about like people's pathways into like card games, One Piece, and like how they like learn the game, you know? And so
I'm curious though, because like I said, I feel like not all card games are created equal here. Like, especially if you put it into the context of One Piece. Like going from Hearthstone to One Piece was like super easy transition for me. They felt like the exact same game. It was like very simple. But coming from games like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, or like, dude, imagine a guy who goes to his first local and your opponent sits down across from you and they go, "Oh, have you played any card games before?" "Oh yeah, like I'm really into MetaZoo." What kind of
The Godzilla the card game actually.
yeah, like oh yeah, like my fundamentals are I know when to mint this NFT. Come on, bro. Like what kind of fundamentals are those?
Low-key, what if that guy's just insane at the
Yeah.
game?
That guy, Nicky Goldman.
Honest.
Yeah. But Nicky also played like every card game under the sun.
He was a big Bandai card gamer, I think.
He also
Yeah.
played Vanguard.
Yeah,
He was
card fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
huge Vanguard guy.
Is Vanguard also Bandai?
No.
I think it's Bushiroad.
Oh,
Bushy
Bushy
Road.
Road. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is Bushy Road. I forgot they existed.
Yeah,
All the same.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
played like literally everything.
Yeah.
And then you got guys like Jackie who play like every card game under the sun right now. Dylan also plays like everything.
That whole East Side crew is very funny because they all just want to play pickleball, but they're forced to play card games every once in a
Yeah,
while.
dude. Yeah, I've never heard a guy who's so good at One Piece go like, "I just want to play pickleball, man."
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then they just top, you know?
Yeah.
Like
He's
Jackie
just a
is just like,
beast.
yeah, I haven't played any One Piece, but some homeless guy handed me his Rayleigh deck.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess I'll play it.
Yeah.
And then
I
wins
found
the
this
whole
Rayleigh
thing.
deck near the trash. You know
Yeah.
how they pile bulk on the trash can?
Yeah.
I just built a Rayleigh deck from that bulk, and
Yeah.
then now I'm playing.
They're like performatively nonchalant about
Yeah,
it.
dude. It's like one of those things, like, you know, when you're younger, like it was so cool to like not care about stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, oh, like I didn't even study on this test.
got
Like,
99.
I just got 98. Like it's like not even a big deal. I tried my ass off, got a 75.
It's actually just exclusively for rage bait.
Yeah.
They're just trying to make sure that everyone's pissed at them for being so good.
That was the first form of rage bait. They're just rage baiting me.
They were rage baiters, yeah.
But now I think it's like really cool to care about what you do.
passion is just like on
it's
the
like,
rage.
It's like so sexy now, right? It's like an active thing that people look for in other people. Is like, oh, how passionate is this guy about what he's doing, or like how much drive did this person have, right? It's like
Man of many talents.
not bad.
Where's the bathroom again?
If the Mongols had you during when they're trying to scale the Great Wall, it
might have made it.
You would have conquered all of China.
Yeah, China.
China was cooked, bro. China was absolutely cooked.
CCP would look very
Yeah.
different. It would be the MCP.
That'd be tough.
Yeah, that's sexy, right?
100%.
Tell me I'm sexy.
Tell me I'm hot.
I'm dying, dude.
But I think when it comes to fundamentals, like what would you guys consider like the key fundamentals when it comes to One Piece? Like, would you categorize into like 3 things, 4 things, and like subcategories? Like, what are the big pillars, the fundamental pillars, if you were to teach this game to a Goo Gaga baby playing right now?
Okay. So I think it's a fun way to talk about this through like how I used to scam games throughout my One Piece career.
Okay.
I love this. Okay, let's
Talk
hear
to
it.
me. Talk
Yeah.
to me.
All right. So set 1 through 4, there was a common theme of people over countering. So
Interesting.
people like tend to counter pretty aggressively when they're at like 3-4 life from just like a barrage of 5s.
Okay.
So like you just go 5, 5, 5,
And they're
5,
giving you 2s?
and they're just giving 1s and 2s and just staying at 4 life. And like one common punish there is just like keep poking a bunch of 5s when they don't have like a 5k body. Just keep poking them, get a bunch of cards out of them, and just punch their guy.
Yeah.
like, for 10.
We do that now.
We do that now. But gotten many a serials just doing this.
I see.
And that was like a pretty easy way to just scam a bunch of games.
Yeah.
Just like playing with that tension of trying to defend your life too much and sacrificing board at the cost of it if your opponent kind of punishes. So making sure you can kind of watch for that's really important. And that's kind of like where season 2 came in, where like season like set 5 through set 8, there was like a really bad overcorrection, I feel, where like a lot of people kind of learn like, oh, you can just use your life as a resource a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then you kind of wasted or taken a lot more and just defend later. Like,
Yeah.
you just go down to 2. I think a lot of Lucy players are like, I'm going to 1. I'm just going to have infinite cards in hand. We're just going to play from here.
Yeah.
Because they're going to keep swinging 5s.
Yep.
And
Not to mention, the more cards you have in hand, the more options for plays, the more flexible you can be when it comes to like board removal and
Sure,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yep. And I kind of noticed that, and my plan a lot of times when I could not beat my opponent was I'm just gonna swing 5 at you. I'm gonna swing 5 at you, and then you're gonna be like kind of being lulled into your strategy, just like not being scammed into taking too many life or taking like made me pivot to board, and I was just like, okay, 9 you, go to 0. And we're gonna play from here, and you have to play scared for the rest of time. And like a lot of times I was just like scamming people with like decks like Dofi, like red purple law was like I could try to pivot board a lot of the times, and you had to just do a lot of 5s to make your opponent scared, and just kind of like 7/7 with double kid killer and just try to win games that way. And that was like a really interesting kind of like repivot back into it.
Yeah, I love that that kind of idea. Like we do that still a lot now, where it's like you swing 2 over into their leader, and they're like, oh, man, like I'm getting really low. I'll give you 2 cards. They have like 1 to 2 cards in hand. You're just like, okay, 5 lead. What are you gonna do?
That's the insane pivot.
You go 5 lead. Like, take. You're like, I'm giving you 2 for that. Yes, sir.
Yep. And that kind of like talks about like season 3, obviously, which is kind of where I played a lot of Dofi, which is kind of a blend of all of it, which is like now people know the punish of taking life. People know the punish of not taking life, and they really have to balance that. And during this time, I kind of learned a lot about trying to be like, okay, I can't win this game because my opponent kind of knows the balance between the 5s and the 7s and trying to figure out how to navigate both of those. Let's try to use another skill set to try to scam this game, which is just like deck composition. And that one was, I kind of talk about it in terms of I'm playing against this deck and I have a narrative about how I want my swings to work. Let's say, for example, you're playing Dofi and for some reason you're going second and you just have an extra Dawn lying every turn. And you can go like 5/7/7 during your 5 Dawn turn and like 6 or like 7/7/7 the turn after. But you can also just do like 6/6/7 and like the turn afterwards goes 6/6/6/7, and that just feels more natural and more balanced. So you're just like, okay, here's what my hand does. I think the best way for me to win this game is just tax 2Ks when I know my opponent only has 10 2Ks in their deck.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to map your hand out, being like, okay, on my 3 Dawn turn, I'm going to just put in a body. And then this turn, I have an extra Dawn lining around after using Teach Effect. So I should just do 6/7 here. Okay, so I'm going to make this game about 2Ks and just punish you if you don't have the 7 you need. And that kind of really tested like, oh, it doesn't matter whether my opponent's kind of like doing the taking or life respectively. I can kind of like play depending on how they counter. And then I'm going to make this game as consistent of a narrative as I possibly can. Because I see a lot of times, even to this day, a lot of people like try to do a bunch of 5s because their hand kind of naturally does 5s. And then at the very end of the game, they're like, oh, I have to go like 8-9 for lethal. I'm not sure if this is good. And I was like, your opponent gave 1Ks the entire way of the game. What do you think their hand is? It's either bricks or 2Ks. Like 8 sucks here. So you kind of have to be like, okay, I'm going to make a narrative about what my swings are going to be. And kind of using that logic, if my opponent's giving 2Ks the entire time, what does their hand look like? And we love the feeling. Everyone loves the feeling of you go 6 at life and your opponent
gives
1
you 2.
ones.
Yeah, it gives you 2.
We chase that high every game. And Dofi was probably one of the best decks to do that because you did not want to get pudding. They had to give 1/1 in a lot of weird spots. So that was kind of a weird balance. And like honestly, to this day, I kind of use kind of all 3 of those things depending on their tendencies and kind of how things go, and kind of update my profile of what my opponent's hand looks like based on how they're countering that the entire game.
Is that something that you had to, like in Magic, how often are you tracking what is in your opponent's hand?
You have to infer a lot, and it really depends on your opponent's decisions.
Gotcha.
So, like a lot of times, for example, in Magic, you're just like, I don't really want to like tap out all my mana to play this 3 cost because I'm scared of my opponent going deal with it like with a counter or like some other way, and then going untap and just do something that's like comparably powerful that it can't interact with. So you kind of have to like play scared a lot of the time, and sometimes you just have to leave up the Dawn anyways. So or the lands anyways. The words are all
So funny.
So you kind of have to be like, okay, my opponent very likely has it in this hand. I have not given my opponent a good opportunity to use this card. I'm just going to kind of base a strong assumption based on the fact that they haven't been doing much in these spots and the fact that they haven't had a good time to use this card, that this is in their hand kind of thing.
Gotcha.
You oftentimes in Magic, you can bait out information, and then depending on what their response is, you can start kind of like doing like almost like a check box of like, okay, they could have these cards, and then it's like playing Guess Who, and then as you do something, it's like, well, if they had the best card in this spot, they would have played it, but they didn't. So I can go
Yeah,
That's not
exactly.
the
Yeah,
card
yeah,
that they
yeah.
have. Yeah. And then as I do these actions, I'm sort of crafting like what I think they have in their hand and why they would play it like that. Like okay, this is a very obvious example, but like when a control deck or like a deck that can play a Wrath, something that blows up the board, and they block really weird on your turn. You like swing out and they like make these blocks that just kill off their guys. I'm like, well, I know what's coming,
Yeah.
like based off of information, you can kind of get a guess of like what's gonna happen.
I don't. This is kind of specific to Hearthstone because it's an online game. Have you played much Hearthstone at all?
In passing, but I played like maybe like 10 games total.
Okay,
So,
so one thing about Hearthstone is your opponent's hand is just like card backs, right?
Yeah.
But you can. It's like I don't know. Sim like this. Sim is like this, right?
yeah,
Where it's
you
like-
see card
you see the
backs
back
for
of their-
quantities.
yeah. So is you see the backs of their cards, but the thing about the cards is you can see which card is being played and which cards have not been played.
Oh, you can't shuffle the cards at all.
You cannot shuffle the cards.
Yeah.
So, like, if you really have to pay attention to, like, oh, the second card or the fourth card in their hand hasn't been played for like the entire game. So, like, these are either like really niche removal cards that they're saving for something, or they're like tech cards for certain things. So you like make inferences on like what those cards are. And you can kind of like bait out information that way, kind of like Magic. But in One Piece, obviously people move their cards around like all the time,
Yeah.
maybe too much.
I'm a culprit, so I get it.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. But I also think it's kind of important too. It's some people who are a little newer to over the table card games. A lot of times, what they'll do is like they'll play like 10 beard, for example, right? Draw 2, and then you just track like before even like shuffling all the cards out of your hand, you like pitch the top card out of your hand. So I know that it's like one of the cards that you drew. So I'm like, oh, so his previous hand is like pretty loaded with counter. Otherwise, he would have just picked up like a brick. Or if they pick up a brick from not the cards that they drew, then I know, oh, they drew cards that are not bricks.
Yeah,
Things like
yeah.
that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another classic example, you swing 6 at them, they give you a 2K. You swing 6 again, they take, and then you swing 6, and before they even like do anything,
They
with
give you
their
the
hand,
they give you the 2K
I'm like,
off the
I
top.
know this guy
you ain't
doesn't
got
have 2K.
anything. I know you ain't got anything. Yeah.
Oh, I've gotten people with that
Yeah.
when I had a bunch of 2Ks in my hand and my life was a 2K.
Yeah.
And I just
Oh,
like
wait,
flipped
just-
it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's ahead of the meta. Oh no.
I'm always scared of that is like when I go 6 and they give me 2 1s, I'm like, oh, they don't have any 2Ks. I go 7, they give me a 2-1, and I'm like, you mother, I can't deal with you, man. But I mean, that's a beautiful thing about over the table card games is like kind of those little mind games that happen. But I think a lot of people are also unaware of what are they called? Like unintentional.
Just like info.
Yeah, just
Actually,
like giving away information unintentional.
This is an interesting one because I know you play poker, right?
Yeah.
So like coming from poker, do you feel like people have like funny tells in One Piece, and like do you play off of that ever, or do you try to keep it just like stone cold for the what you know?
I'd be completely honest. I am tell agnostic. I just don't like trying to infer things.
Oh,
out of
really?
tells.
Okay.
Mostly just because I think I'm not the best at reading people's faces, and I also think that people can probably be way more stone faced than I can ever be. So I'm just like, I don't want to get trapped in that game. So I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna ignore these tells whatsoever.
Yeah. So you're gonna be like tell neutral here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna get
He's
any
immune
advantage.
to your games.
Oh man, I play a lot of mind games over the table.
Oh, I mean, I'll have banter, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna take it in any face value.
Yeah.
It was really funny. I was in Liverpool for one of their Natses, which was super fun, and I think I played against a Lucci round 5. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen someone try to do in terms of a tell. He's playing Lucci. I swing 7 at life, and I still have my leader to swing, and I have like 9 up, and he just goes take it very quickly, put it in his hand, and then sighs, put his hand down, and just like. And I'm just like, I just always win if I just play Rebecca here. So I'm just gonna play Rebecca and swing 9.
Yeah.
And then after the game, he just shows me his hand of 6 2Ks, and I'm just like, thank you. Yeah.
never fall for those.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I do that all the time. Where my hand it's the reverse of that. My hand is all bricks. You go 7. I think out loud, like, oh, you can swing Okay, you can swing 14. Sure, I'll take. They're all bricks, and they're like, "Oh man, he has
took
it,
that
huh?
so
Yeah,
confidently.
they have it, huh? Blocker. Oh, thank God, Roger.
Got him.
Yeah.
Are you good at looking at your own tells? Because I feel like I've been pretty self-reflective about my own tells.
Ooh, that's so interesting. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what my
you
own
would
tells
only
are.
know if you play on video a lot.
Yeah.
I would think.
I just
know.
think about it like sometimes without actually looking at my videos. And one thing I noticed recently was when I put my hand down when I don't have actions to do, it's a super sign of strength. And when I'm holding my hand, it's a sign of weakness.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I just have the nuts if my hand's face down, guys. I'm obviously gonna mix things around. But
Yeah.
to a certain betting frequency. You know?
Yeah.
I do that as a show of strength sometimes, like when I'm on the defensive and I have to counter to save myself.
Yep.
To complicate my opponent's just mental, I just confidently put my hand down and I just whatever, man. Like give that kind of energy off and
I see.
hope that maybe that they'll stumble and be like, maybe he does have it. Yeah.
For me, if I'm in a bad spot, I let a fat one rip.
Oh yeah.
I let a fat one rip, and then hopefully either the smell or the sound or just the straight up action will just break their concentration.
Yeah, I never
Judge, my
thought
opponent
about
left the
that.
table.
Yeah.
Just piss yourself. You
Yeah.
know? just
Ooh.
straight up.
Yeah.
They'll never see that coming.
I'll text Jin, and then across the room he hits the brown note. I just start shitting.
Why is it just the brown note for you? Is it just honed?
Yeah.
We just test this at home.
Our periods are synced. Yeah.
Is it? Did you get me? No.
Yeah.
Lower.
We do it over Discord too.
Yeah, you got me. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll remember that for next time. Yeah, in case you
my
ever
good
need
pants.
a brown note escape.
My good pants, man.
You're
Is this set being Bluetooth? Like, how's it getting all the way to Josh's
very
place?
loud.
It's
Oh,
very-
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like like the dog whistles. Humans can't hear it, but dogs can.
Brown note.
Oh.
Yeah, the Mongolian brown note
Yep.
gets there. Yeah.
Yep.
Have you tried doing laxative therapy? Like someone's just on the toilet and you can just send a note their way and help them.
Oh, I've never done that.
We can make it like a Pavlovian thing, right? Like every time you're on the toilet, I do the thing.
Ooh.
You call me and I'll sit there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we'll train your brain to associate pooping with the Mongolian.
This
Every-
is a great business opportunity, guys.
Every night, hit the note. That's okay. So, Yonas, are you a sitting peer or a standing peer in a toilet?
In a toilet?
Your own toilet.
I am
At home.
standing.
You're standing?
Yeah.
Are you standing or sitting?
Yeah, I'm a stander.
Am I the weird? I'm a sitter.
Always?
Always.
I know where this is going, but continue.
What? You don't know where this is going.
I know where this is going.
You don't know where this
I
is
know
going.
where this is going.
I
know you too well.
I'm always a sitting peer every single time. I just think it's cleaner.
I've been to many urinals with the splashback. I understand.
Yeah. Well, urinals are a little different. I'm a urinal hater. I don't like urinals. If I have the option to pee in a urinal versus pee in a stall, I'm always peeing in a stall. Every time.
Okay. But you're sitting there too?
I'm sitting there.
In a public one?
In a public one, I'm standing.
Okay.
But
all right.
if it's at my own home, I'm sitting. I sit down and pee every single time without fail.
I have one really important question.
Yes.
Are your seats heated?
My seats are not heated.
heated.
Okay.
no.
If it's the middle of the night and it's cold and you're sitting on it, I just feel like there's better things to do with your butt, right?
There's always better things to do with your butt. But I'm always seated, and sometimes, sometimes when you pee, you go poo poo, but not always when you go poo poo, you go pee pee.
Are you worried about some accidental one out of the other hole kind of thing?
So sometimes I pee so hard that I just let one rip. I don't actually poop, but I let one rip. But if I'm sitting down, the acoustics are crazy. You ever do that?
You're here for the music.
Yeah,
really.
I'm there. I'm there for the arts. You guys never do that? If you guys need a fart, sometimes if I need a fart, I'm across the room. I'll run to my toilet to fart in the toilet bowl, so I can
Just for the reverberations.
Yeah, it sounds so
I
crazy.
honestly did not know about this meta until right now.
So the meta is actually even deeper than that.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so when you poop, are you on your phone when you poop?
Yeah.
So I sit facing the toilet bowl.
Here we go.
There we go. You knew we were going
I
here.
knew this was the destination. I just had to let it happen. I was
You have a phone stand on top of your toilet too.
Yes.
This is powerful.
Yes.
Okay.
So I sit facing the toilet bowl, so I have somewhere to lean on and put my phone, so my legs don't just die. They don't like what is it called? They just go numb.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, I don't know. Like sometimes if your bowel movements are not that strong, you're on the toilet for a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes. If you're scrolling TikTok, if you're scrolling Instagram Reels, if you're watching the Hong Kong regionals, sometimes you're on there for even longer. You know
Honestly,
what I mean? Yeah. So I'm just sitting, chilling with my arms up. Honestly, sometimes if I'm a little hungry, I have a little snacky bear to eat.
All right. I have drawn the line officially on the snack.
It's on the toilet. It's just optimal to do that. You got a place for everything. You got a little table for yourself.
Look, LA rent is expensive. You got to make the square footage worth.
Yeah,
that
man.
little square foot in front of you. You got to make use of it.
I should just put my computer just like right there.
Yeah.
Like,
Put it solid
just
screen.
embed it
Yeah,
on
and
the
there's a
wall.
keyboard.
Yeah.
There's a keyboard for you to yeah.
Play a little Valorant round.
I could live off of like 450 square feet, like easy, maybe
Yeah.
even less. Like if all I have is just toilet, computer,
Yeah.
and bed, like
Yeah.
life is good.
That's my place. My place is 250 square feet.
Math checks out.
Yeah. 250 square feet. Yeah. My bathroom is also my kitchen.
No wonder you're eating food.
There's just no way this is like health inspector like legal, right?
It's not USDA approved.
Yeah. You've got a sign that says USDF.
Yeah. Closed down.
Yeah.
Hey man, you got to make it work.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I don't
did
know.
we get-
I don't know how we got.
We got here.
I don't know how we got there.
I don't know.
One of the many fundamentals in
Yeah,
One
one
Piece
of the
taking
fun-
shits.
Yeah, it's toilet acoustics.
Honestly.
Toilet acoustics,
Toilet
yeah.
acoustics. Yeah.
One Piece fundamentals
Yeah.
right there.
But I was talking about all those like different like things I was talking about, just because like to be completely honest, I might have like 5 total tricks in my bag, and now you guys know 3 of them.
Sure.
So
We reveal. That's the title of the video.
Yeah.
We reveal one of the best One Piece players like secrets.
Yeah.
You know?
Revealing the secrets of the hidden temple.
Yeah, and win your cereals that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think all those things kind of talk about, I think I've kind of touched on slightly, or just like all the different permutations about what your opponent can do. And I think compared to a game like Magic, One Piece is actually both easier and harder in different ways, just because the amount of ways you can allocate your Dawn just feels endless in this
Sure.
game. And like sometimes you can like allocate in different ways. But once you kind of like analyze a couple scenarios, you can very easily like kind of develop an intuition about like, if my opponent tries to go for lethal here, their best swing is probably enough.
Yes.
And like you can get pretty comfortable with that kind of like analysis.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you can kind of mess around with like what if they do an 8? What if they do a 10? Like how bad is lethal for them that way? And I think that's a really important thing to understand about like, when is my opponent going to counter here? How should I swing to kind of make things most difficult for them? And I think that's a really important exercise, but all those permutations are just like slightly different. And then once you realize like, oh, if 9K is best and then like 10K is slightly worse and 8K is slightly worse, then like you just don't have to worry about like anything else moving forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
And I think the more you get more comfortable with all those different permutations about when they should counter, how you should attack, a lot of things just become more natural. But I think that's the hardest part about getting used to it. Is just like you look at an endgame board, your opponent's trying to go for lethal. How do you start is a very terrifying question to ask and answer. So if you just start with simple boards and just be like, how do you start here? And I think like Kai made a video about this a long time ago. Just like, oh, you actually should start with an 8K swing here or start with an 11K swing here randomly, just because like it's the best way to use all of your Dawn.
Yeah.
And like ask for the most amount of counter. Once you kind of just keep doing that over and over again, you can get a very good feel about how you should mess with this stuff and when your opponent should counter. And then once you kind of get more and more refined with that, you can kind of be like, oh, my opponent didn't counter in this spot. Their hand isn't good enough to win. And then you can kind of like push from there.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, combat is one of my favorite things about One Piece.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the combat in One Piece is like what makes it an awesome game. In my
Yeah, because
opinion.
like in Hearthstone, you have health points. Magic, you have health points. Azuki, you have health points. In One Piece,
you're a health points guy.
You got cards.
yeah, you got cards, and then whether or not this character on the board lives or dies is just binary, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't deal damage to him. You either kill him or you don't.
Yeah.
So I think that's so awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I just like One Piece, when I first started playing it, I was just always impressed because it felt like it just took a little bit from like every game, right?
Yeah,
like
man.
the mana system is like very Hearthstone. The life system is like Pokemon, but in reverse. Because in Pokemon, when
Beautiful.
Have you played Duel Masters at
I
all?
have not. No.
It's just like Duel Masters.
Oh, so they maybe stole it from Duel Masters.
It's just like Duel Masters.
Okay.
You got shields, and then you take from shields, and it goes straight to your hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't played Duel Masters, but
You
like
never
in
played
Pokemon,
Duel Masters or MetaZoo?
I've never played
on.
Zoo either.
You never played the My Little Pony card game?
I've never played. Well, technically, Magic is now also a My Little Pony card game. So
Damn.
yeah,
Damn.
they put those cards into the game.
You got the SpongeBob card game too?
Yeah, I do. Oh,
damn.
those ones are gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Counterspell. It's the meme, you know?
Patrick Star is just big as fuck.
Yeah. He's like a 7'5" vanilla or
He's
something.
huge.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the reverse of Pokemon, because I've always hated the Pokemon prize system because it
It's
felt like
snowbally.
Yeah, it just snowballs.
Yeah.
Like why am I getting an advantage for doing the
For
thing I
doing
wanted?
the correct thing. Yeah.
So I like having that reverse, and then the counter system was just awesome. Like
Yeah.
I just think even though we're not like a game that uses stack or anything like that,
Yeah.
like Riftbound or Magic or whatever, but like doing that gives you a lot of agency even on not your turn, which I
Yeah.
think is interesting. So yeah.
I think just going from playing One Piece and then going to another card game where you don't utilize your hand size quite as efficiently or effectively as One Piece does, it just like doesn't feel quite as good. I feel always so powerful with 10 cards in hand. I have a trillion counter. I'm turning water to wine, you know, but in other card games, if I play them, I have like 10 cards in hand and they don't have any counter power. They're just effectively cards that I play out. I just like, why do I have 10? I have too many. These don't do anything.
They don't do anything. Yeah.
Get out, please.
Yeah, man. They don't do anything. Give me a 0 cost or something. I need to pitch some of these cards for defense.
Yeah. So, we've been playing Riftbound recently.
Yeah.
And like you get into situations like that where you're like, I have all these cards in hand, but they're killing me.
Yeah.
and I can't use all these cards.
Save me,
So,
please.
yeah. Like I thought having cards meant I wasn't going to die.
Yeah. I think the interesting thing about Riftbound is you're leaving up your, what are they called? Runes?
Runes.
You're
Yeah.
leaving up runes like
Just
a
call him
lot,
Dawn,
right?
We just
Because in One Piece, you only ever leave up Dawn if you have counter events or if you're trying to
red, green
bluff.
Luffy.
Yeah, you're trying to bluff something. Or you're red, green Luffy. Yeah. But it's like in general, because you can attach Dawn onto stuff and use it as like swing power, you never float Dawn. And in Hearthstone, you can't do that, right? Your mana is just mana used
you have,
for
yeah.
playing stuff, and you can't interact. There's no like counter spells or responses or what have you that you can use on your opponent's turn. So the general rule of thumb is like if you're floating Dawn, that's bad. You don't want to float Dawn, right?
Yep.
If you float 1 or 2 Dawn, that's already like awful. But in Riftbound or in One Piece, like floating 1 or 2 Dawn, you're like, this guy's got some. He's got some.
That's suspicious.
Officer, that's him. Yeah.
I'm playing Hody immediately.
100%. Yeah.
Where's my DMG?
Yeah, man.
It's in here somewhere. So yeah, okay. I mean, let's see where are we at in time. We're at like an hour and a half. So
That's about it.
Yeah,
that's
about
about it.
it.
Any other fundamentals that you guys kind of want to talk about? I talked about most of mine. It's like card economy. Like the 2 big ones in One Piece for me are card economy, like recognizing how much your cards are worth, how much the swings are worth, and then like the combat, right? It's like, oh, I have 7 cards in hand. If I swing, or if my opponent has 7 cards in hand and I swing 2 over, it demands 2 cards. If I swing X over or at him, it's like however many cards. It's kind of like a beautiful song and dance in 1Ks and 2Ks, baby.
yeah. I think for me, knowing your role is just like really, really important, and just like constantly having that understanding of like after every swing, ask yourself again, am I the beatdown? Am I
Yeah.
not? Dude, maybe I should rewrite that article for One Piece, because I feel like if you don't understand Magic, it's a little bit hard to read the article as is. But if we use like One Piece examples, I feel like that
put it
might
into
be
One Piece. Yeah, it's like who's the aggressor, who has initiative and who doesn't.
Like who's trying to kill who?
Yeah,
and go from there.
Yeah. Is it my turn? Is it your turn? It's like fighting games. Do you play fighting games at all, Yonas?
To the extent of Smash, I'm very
Okay.
bad at anything involving hand-eye coordination.
Okay, gotcha. So like fighting games. So people think about fighting games as like action games. Like you're just taking a lot of action and you're just beating the shit out of each other. But fighting games is not that. Fighting games are turn-based games. You take turns hitting each other. And there comes a point where your turn is over and it is your opponent's turn. And they start hitting you and you start blocking. And then their turn is over. And then you take your turn to create an opening. It's very like Fire Emblem-y.
Is a very tug of war.
Yeah. It's like completely turn-based. And that's like a misconception that people have all the time. It's like, oh, fighting games, just mash. And then like whoever like presses the most buttons wins. That is not the case
Not
at
the
all.
case, yeah. I think that's why so many fighting game players come to card games.
Yeah, because it's
eventually.
a turn-based game.
Because it is a turn-based game, and like if you really break down fighting game situations, they're very close to card game situations.
They're almost exactly the same. They just happen in real time is the only difference.
Like how much dawn you have open is equal to how many plus frames you have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or if you've got meter.
Yeah. Meter is also like a resource. So yeah, it's like yeah, it's very interesting.
Very
actually.
similar. Fighting games are super close to card games.
Yeah.
Today I learned fighting games are just turn-based
Yeah,
RPGs.
exactly. They're exactly that.
Yeah.
Wait, he might be crap.
He might say, low key, we might have Daigo over here.
Jonas might become the best Akuma to ever do it.
To ever do it.
Street Fighter it is. Right after Houston and Pasadena and Nats. But yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then once you win Nats, after Worlds.
Are we massive? And are we manifesting that right now? Because that'd be sick.
I'm massive. Realistically, if the U.S. is sending a representative,
I'm sending this guy. That's what I'm saying.
He's going, bro. I don't know.
I would be super happy to get a second place because I'd have a first, a third, and a second. So I'd be the actual.
Oh, you'd have all the medals.
Oh
yeah, I'd have first, second, third.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's the goat.
if I lose in
He's collecting the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, dude.
if I lose in the finals of Nats, it may or may not have been intentional.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
There we go.
We'll
Wait,
know.
that's an option
We'll
select.
know, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
an
if you know,
option
you
select.
know.
If he wins, he's the GOAT. If he loses, he's the GOAT.
He's Thanos.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the new format's gonna be super fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. Jonas, do you have any shout outs that you want to give out to people?
Nope. Just check me out on Twitter on Yonas OPTCG. I'm gonna be posting a lot more Riftbone content after Houston, just because. Fingers crossed, I have some actual accolades after Houston. So,
Okay.
I'll have a reason people want to be interested in what I say.
And then once you start playing Street Fighter, it's going to be Jonas FGC.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll pre-make the account.
Yeah.
So
Is
we'll have
at second Daigo like an option yet?
Yeah. The second coming of Daigo.
Daigo the Beast 2.
Yeah. I played against a guy, his name was Daigo Ume Juarez. It was just a Mexican guy. His name was Daigo Ume Juarez. That's awesome.
That's so sick. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the episode, leave like, comment, subscribe, and of course, check out the Patreon where we're gonna do a bonus episode where we get even more unhinged with this guy.
Yeah. We're gonna see his balls.
See you guys there.
Is the camera there?
Bye.
See ya.